Peace to the ladies and saints. My name is Diamond. I am the executive of the women's section of Assassin. We are the Lady Saints, and today we are going to discuss the character of a Lady Saint. A lot of us, we put a lot of focus on our outside appearance. Make sure we do our skincare routines and we're dressed nice, smell good, maybe even get a wax even that every now and then. But how much focus and attention do we put on our characters as women? And as women, because we are more emotional than men, those emotions sometimes can express themselves in very ugly ways. So that no matter how pretty and beautiful you are, your character can make you very ugly and not desirable to be around. So it's important that we do this work on ourselves every day, even though it's not easy. You know, the first part of character development is self-awareness. You have to consciously begin to be more aware of the things you do, the things you say, and the intentions behind them. Also, where are they coming from? Are they coming from an emotional place, a logical place? Are they self-serving? So that's the beginning. Just observing yourself, self-reflecting when you have time alone and when you are in silence on yourself. Now, I would say the first aspect of the character of a Lady Saint is the ability to accept criticism. For an immature woman, when she hears any criticism of herself, she would be defensive. She would immediately start defending whatever it is that she's being criticized. That's not always good because that prohibits your growth. If you're unable to see other people's perspectives, be objective, and try to improve in whatever area is being discussed, you are most likely not going to grow. Now, mainly, you want to be mindful of the criticism you get from your man. He knows you the best. He has your best interest at heart, hopefully. And he is your number one priority. Also, from the people around you, your family, your friends, you want to be able to accept that criticism. Now, I am not saying that you have to believe every criticism that is thrown your way, but you should definitely self-reflect on it. Ponder, is there truth in this? Are there ways that I can improve in this? Can I trust the intentions of the person who is giving me this criticism? So that's the first one, being open to constructive criticism. I would say the next aspect of character I think you ladies should focus on is knowing when to speak. A lot of us have this problem. It used to be a big problem for myself. A lot of us, we just talk way too much about absolutely nothing. We just talk to hear ourselves speak, to fill the silence. And the truth is, when you talk incessantly like that, it really makes you look and sound less intelligent. Because everything that you think doesn't need to be said. So there's a lot of virtue in holding your tongue. It is okay to be silent sometimes. You should definitely think before you speak. Is this true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? If you don't have a yes to all those questions, then it doesn't need to be said. Um, so I guess in the aspect of with your man, sometimes we can get into heated discussions or maybe even arguments, or even if you're just jesting and joking, you need to begin to try to be aware and use your wisdom, develop your wisdom to know when to be quiet. Okay? At the end of the day, women should be subservient to their men. Not to say that you cannot voice your opinions, cannot tell him your concerns. You can absolutely do that. But he has the final say. And it's disrespectful to kind of try to push your way around or disrespect him or violate his decisions by continuing to speak on matters that he's already decided on. Or even if you're joking with him. There's some jokes that maybe perhaps you would make with your friends that you're not going to make towards your man. There's a level of respect that should be maintained at all times. I would say the next important aspect of the character of a lady saint is that she is modest in all ways, not just in her dress, but in her character as well. Meaning she's not overly vulgar or she doesn't speak too loudly, especially in public. She doesn't share private information, you know, with people it shouldn't be shared with. Um, she doesn't speak to men, especially in private, that she has no important business speaking with. Um, and especially not about things that they should not be speaking about. There should be no idle talk with men who are not your family or your man. Just idle talk. Not necessary. Um, as far as dress, she should always strive to dress modestly. I know that looks different for all of us, right? But there's always like a next level that you can try to attain or something you can try to do better at. Of course, the obvious body parts you want to try to conceal to the best of your ability, like your breast or your bottom, um, your midriff, and if your man tells you that he doesn't like something that you're wearing, maybe it's too sexy, he doesn't think you should go out in public in it. I know that can be difficult for a lot of us. It may feel controlling. Um, but I want you ladies to understand that if your reaction is to get upset or be defensive or feel controlled, that is not a natural feminine reaction. Your natural femininity in its essence is to please the man that you chose to lead you, to be a source of pleasure for him, to be obedient to him. I know that's a hard word for a lot of you, but obedience is a must. So that's a heart posture issue. If you're upset because he wants you to change what you're wearing, or he has an issue with what you're wearing, then that's a time you need to be aware that it's time to self-reflect and think, why is that my reaction? Because the feminine, subservient, respectful reaction would be to feel pleasure in pleasing him, to feel pleasure into going in your closet and finding a way to cover up a little bit more that would satisfy him. That should bring you pleasure. Okay? Not negative feelings. Now, ladies, if this message is resonating with you and you would like to learn more, or you would just like to meet some women who have similar goals as you, want to learn how to be good wives, want to learn how to be submissive and not be called a pick me for it, feel free to contact us at the Lady Saints on Instagram, or you can contact Marquette on his Instagram and he will get you in contact with either myself or my lieutenant. And we can get you in the Discord, ladies, so you can meet all the other women. We have lots of phenomenal young ladies, just beautiful, pure souls, sweet girls. And we really do help each other in those parts of life that get difficult. So if you like this, hit us up and see if it might be a good fit for you. Be on the lookout for part 2.